Hello everyone, here we are again. I will try and talk to you before the end of term, but what I need to do now is to start sharing with you lessons in maths, reading and writing. So we're going to start with maths, and today's lesson is recognizing two-dimensional shapes. Now, we have been doing this continuously throughout the year, so hopefully a lot of it you will know, and it will remind you of some things too. So our success criteria by the end of the lesson, using different two-dimensional shapes, you should be able to describe the number of angles in a shape, to talk about the length of lines and also lines of symmetry. Okay, let's have a look at these two shapes. What's the same? What's different? Pause the video and write down a list of the things that are the same and then a list of the things that are different. There are quite a few. Okay, pause the video and complete that task now, then come back when you're done. Okay, so let's have a look. What's the same? Well, actually, there's quite a lot that's the same. Okay, so they both have 4 straight sides and 4 vertices. So that's where the two lines meet. They have 4 right angles. Adjacent sides are perpendicular. That means one side is upright at a 90-degree angle against another. And the opposite sides are equal. The opposite sides are parallel, so they are the same distance away from each other all the time. So there's quite a few things there. What's different? Okay, well, one shape has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. The other one doesn't. And the other shape has 4 equal sides. They are both types of rectangle, but one is an oblong and one is a square. The square has a shorter perimeter. Remember, perimeter is the distance all the way round a shape. Okay, Annie is drawing 2D shapes. Can she draw a 2D shape with 2 straight lines? Pause the video, have a think, even have a go, and then come back. Okay, well, let's look at Annie's attempt. Here you go, there's one line and there's 2 lines. That's not making a shape. 1 line, 2 lines, that's not making a shape either. No, that's not a shape. Okay, what about 3 straight lines? Well, there we go. That's a shape. And so is that. And so is that. And in actual fact, you'll be able to tell me that these are all triangles. What's the name of the first triangle? It's an equilateral triangle because all of the sides are equal. What about the second triangle? This time, 2 sides are longer than the third. So that is an isosceles triangle. And of course, in the last one, you could see that you could fit a right angle into that triangle, making it a right angled triangle. And there's another one too. So with 3 lines, you can draw lots of different triangles. They are shapes with 3 straight sides, 3 vertices, and they are called, as you know, triangles. It's interesting, you hear the word tri, like tricycle. The tri means 3. A tricycle has 3 wheels. A triathlon has 3 events. Okay. Do shapes with 5 and 6 sides have a special name? Well, they do, and based on the work we've done recently, you should know what they are. What do we call a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-sided shape? Pentagon. Pentagon. What do we call a 6-sided shape? Of course, it is a hexagon. Okay, now try and put these shapes in the right place. Where would you put that one? Well, it's got 5 sides. Must be a pentagon. What about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, it's a hexagon. Now, this is an interesting one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. They are not regular, which means they are of different lengths. And this one, this is, count the sides, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and therefore it is a quadrilateral. And therefore it's neither a pentagon or a hexagon. What about this one? Pentagon. It might be slightly positioned differently, but it's still a 5-sided shape, and therefore it's still a pentagon. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you remember the name of a 7-sided shape? Have a think. We have talked about it before, and in fact, if we go to the next slide, we'll remind ourselves. A 7-sided shape is a heptagon. And a shape with 8 sides is called an octagon. Oct, like an octopus. A 9-sided shape is a nonagon. And finally, a 10-sided shape is a decagon. There you go. So now you should be able to name different shapes according to the number of sides that they have. Right, what I would like you to do is now to go through these questions one by one. They are fairly straightforward. So number 1, you're simply matching the shape with the names of shapes. Number 2, you need to label the shape. So perhaps on your paper, you might draw a shape and then put the name next to it. Number 3, you're asked a question. Is that a triangle? Think about what are the properties of triangles. And on that one as well, the second part, this person says their shape is a house. Is it? Have a think. Is that the name of a shape? And then finally, you have to decide which shapes are quadrilaterals, that is, have 4 sides, and which do not. So if you write all that down on a piece of paper, if you can, take a picture and send it to me, and then I will have a look at it and give you some feedback. Okay, thanks. Bye.